And we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Christa.
Kevin.
And we are from LCRC. Welcome to Hump Day Happy Hour. This is a special season opener edition for our first race of the season. There's Cody Sainer with us today. His lovely bride, Hunter, is here as well.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Ready? Cameo.
Hi.
There she is. And we're happy to have you. We're excited to welcome many of you for the Flashpoint season opener this weekend.
Absolutely. It is time. The season is here.
The season is here. I'm going to make sure. I have to jump over to Facebook real quick and YouTube and turn on our comments. So please, Kevin, entertain the people.
Oh, and I will. So this is the season opener. Like, it's weird because it's the hump day before a race. So like we're talking about the race and the whole bit. But this is actually the hump day before the season. And, prep for this race is always tough on us and our household and all of our people because there are so many things extra that we have to do because everything's winterized. Everything's put away. Like, it's way different than prepping for a normal race. What happened?
I thought he was saying that the audio is off. That's not what he was saying. You're blowing our mind. Switch places. Are we on the wrong side?
No.
We're always on this side.
Always on this side. Yeah, always. That's how it goes. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're,
Maybe he's backwards.
been hanging out with Dennis and Robert too long.
We've known that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Which part?
But hi to Steve. Hi to Tim. Hello to Brett. 16 hours till Brett Butter is here.
Oh.
And we will see the
Nice.
Malinowskis tomorrow. Wonderful. We are excited to have everyone.
Yep.
I guess the first thing we should jump into is about the weather today. As many of you know, as all my little weather people were watching from home, we had rain in the forecast for today.
So you were busy doing mom things and picking up Adeline at gymnastics and doing all the responsible adult parenting things while I was hanging in the shop with the boys after putting tents up. And our resident meteorologist, Mr. Zachariah Luke, was checking out some weather forecasts and talking about the accumulations or does rain accumulate? It's not accumulate. Right?
It can accumulate.
Is
it's
it?
not like snow, but it still accumulates in your little rain gauge.
Okay. Anyway, Cody, what do you say? There's two big possibilities coming yet.
But the house is like 65%, and it's like 0.0 something.
Yeah, the percentages of the chance it happening, the highest was 65%, but the kicker was the amount of rainfall predicted was like 0.08. So, a lot of things. Number one, the track surface is the driest square footage in the entire facility. So we could take a little bit of rain, as opposed to us fire hosing the track before we practice. Like right now, if we wanted to go practice, we would have to water the track before we could go out. I think there's only, Cody, there's 2 or 3 wet spots that, in the whole place. Yeah. And the rest of it's dry enough it needs watered. So that's good news. The bad news, the facility.
It's wet.
Ooh, it is like a wet sponge that the maid left somewhere she shouldn't have. It's bad.
Yeah, so just to go back to the rain conversation for a second, it really only just spurts here for a very short amount of time. It was not very much rain at all today. There's a chance of a little bit overnight tonight. Again, it's just going to be a little spurts. I know Kevin was talking accumulation and whatever. I just want to let you know, it's just like we haven't actually got rain. But here's the thing. The ground is so saturated at this point that it is literally standing water in certain places in the backfield. I'm telling you this because, take it from me, do not pull into the grass without talking to my dad or Kevin first. Because if you pull in the wrong place, it's going to be bad. If you also could do me a huge favor, when you're out driving around in the on the grounds, try to keep it on the stone. So I know that sometimes it's easier to take a corner a little wide or a little close. If you get off of those stones at all, it's so mushy and you're going to leave tracks. I know it feels like no big deal, but when it comes to mowing and the water standing in those ruts, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So if you could do everything you could to please stay on the stones, we would really, really appreciate it. We will help you find the best places to park. The reason this is important is because that has changed a little bit from the past. We talked in a previous episode about how the water is flowing in a different way. So you just need to know that it's a really good idea to check with us before you just go and park, to make sure you're the best place possible. My dad's been looking at the grounds and really knows where it's wet and dry, and he can help you with that part.
Yeah, like yesterday, it hadn't rained. I know we got a little sprinkle today, but it was barely enough to make concrete wet.
Yeah.
But it hasn't rained since what?
3 weeks ago? Is that 3 weeks it rained?
When I was on my trip.
No, a couple days ago it rained.
So I meant like rain.
No, like we just got wet again Sunday.
Yeah.
So it rained on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday were amazing.
Beautiful.
Right? And then last evening, I went out to paint some of the white lines in the grass, and I get it was sundown, but I got wet feet just painting the lines and what the dry parts of the grass were. So
did I mow on Saturday? Saturday
yes.
I was mowing.
Yes. And then Alex mowed again Tuesday.
There were certain parts I was driving through that it was literally the puddle was coming up to the blades of the. It was just through standing water. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I think we got the point across. The point is that the track is perfectly ready for you. Luckily, we put the investment into the property to stone that camper lot too. So those guys will be good. Just please keep it on the stones. Try to avoid the grass if at all possible when you're pulling onto those spots. Because if you put a rut on your spot, that's, there's very little we can do to help you.
If anybody's wondering about pit lot 1, because we talked about peeling out the left side of that and graveling it, making it nice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's still in the cards. It's on the docket to be done, but
it's too wet.
Right now we can't. You don't realize the amount of detail that's involved in that project. It's not just, hey, get a cat in there and scoop out the muck and let's put some shale in and call it a day. We're actually going to do a bunch of drainage, some box culverts, and we're going to try to really truly fix this situation. And unfortunately, at this point, it's too wet to even be able to do that.
Yeah, so let's jump into what they can expect at the season opener. Things really kick off tomorrow. Practice is slated to be from noon to 8. Mm-hmm. Do you have any updates about practice for tomorrow that we should know about?
Well, I really don't want to
say until we see the rain.
What's the thing? Like, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but let's just say that Mother Nature does not interfere.
Sure.
Track should be open by 9 or 10 a.m.
Perfect.
If Mother Nature interferes, I mean...
We'll plan on noon.
Yeah, I can't say for sure, but I don't anticipate it being a big delay.
Yes, absolutely. Then Friday, I'm very excited because we have lots of fun stuff going on. And I even have aides to help us with this. So Friday, we are going to be signing up in the hobby shop from 9 to 6. The hobby shop will open tomorrow at 11, and we will be here until 5. On Thursday, it's just going to be 11 to 5. I do not have my trusty helper until Saturday, so I'm not going to overextend myself in the hobby shop early in the weekend because I want to be able to give you my best self. And if I'm tired and wore out, I will not be able to do that. So Thursday is only going to be from 11 to 5. Friday, I'm going to be here from 9 to 6.
9 to 6 Friday.
Yes. Practice is slated from noon to 7 on Friday. There's a chance that will open earlier.
Yeah. Again, back to Mother Nature. Assuming that we don't have any weather-related issues Friday morning, we'll open the track up by 9 or 10 o'clock again if we can. But
yes,
again, we reserve that
extra time,
noon to 7 gig just in case. That way, no one can really get upset if we're not up and running first thing in the morning.
Totally. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to kick off the LCRC social. We are having a pit party with a cornhole tournament. We are doing $5 per person this year, so that we can have a little bit better money to the pot. I was thinking that we'll pay back more than just first place. $5 per person sign up is at 7 o'clock. Bags are going to fly at 7:20. So we would invite you all to be part of that. And then we'll also have Missions Pizza will be here for food. On
Wow.
It's very distracting,
Whew.
friends.
Sorry. I was watching Saner Family charades or something. I don't know. They were signing.
They were talking in silent words.
Sign
We're also, I did not
impressive.
advertise it, but we are having a s'mores bar tomorrow. So we're planning on getting the
Is it sugar free?
fire pit out, and we will have marshmallows and chocolate and graham crackers available for you. There's a couple sticks there, but that way, while you guys are watching the cornhole tournament and having your pizza, you can gather around the fire. Just bring your chairs over and hang out in that area, and that should be fun. Let's jump into the comments real quick. Hello to Brianna Bowersox. Steven Saychuk says the Brew Crew is here. We know it, and they're actually all going to be going live after Hump Day.
Oh dear.
And so I believe
thought they had some pre-recorded thing they were going to
they do. And if you jump onto A Day in the Life on YouTube, you can watch their pre-recorded, which was a PNB wrap-up. But they're also going to do a post show for our Hump Day happy hour, and that's going to go live, I believe, on Dennis Brew's page.
Okay.
So Dennis is going to let us know in the comments. Stevens asked about the Mexican food. Unfortunately, they are low on staff, so they were going to come and set up on Saturday, and they just don't have the staffing to make that possible. So
Because they're running a full-time restaurant at the same time.
they are, and they're just down a few people right now, and they're doing everything they can, but they just can't make it. So a bunch of you, if you go on, I'll give you the address of where to go to eat their food, because it's in
it's not a ridiculous distance away.
Yeah, we should do a double date there sometime.
Where's that?
At the Mexican food, it's La Don.
Sounds good somewhere.
Yes.
Smoking Dam. It's
The,
only like
the
40
ones that
minutes
set up
away.
under the carport. It's La Don something.
Sounds good.
Yes, it's Spanish and it's delicious. So that's all we need to know. Yes, it's going to go live on Dennis Brew's Facebook. Hi to Danny Markle. There's Jeff.
Hi.
Looking forward to our first time in venue. We are excited to have you, Jeff. Hey, for Jeff and anybody else that is first timers, if you have questions about visiting us, now is a great time to post them in the comments. We'd love to talk to you, interact with you about what you can expect. So please jump into the comments. Let us know any questions or concerns that you have. That kind of covered up Friday.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted to show. Did you know that last year I did a recap video of the season opener? Yes, you did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you did know that I did. Anyway, I just thought I would play our recap video of the season opener last year so that you could kind of see what it looked like last year and what we went through. I'm hoping to do...
The lines in the parking lot were much nicer last year. Holy cow. Oh, you're making me feel bad.
I don't want to say anything, but you're a little crooked.
Oh, ouch.
Busted.
And then the rain started. If you guys remember last year, we are luckily not looking at a forecast like we did last year. There was tons of water on the
Oof.
track. That was a
Oof.
lot of work for our crew.
Oof.
But then, do you remember how beautiful it was the next morning?
No.
It was 6 a.m. and there was a
No,
lot
I
of
don't.
work.
Right now, no, I don't. Oh, look how long the backstretch was. Holy cow.
Is that when we were still going up top?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 30 feet from as long as
Look
it's
at
ever
that
been.
sunrise.
Quadding off the top.
Yeah.
That's some good drone footage.
Thank you. That's what you got to wake up for sunrise for that crap. No, I like wish that shot was without the sawdust on the track because that's such a beautiful shot. I just need to like pose another one. And then we were on to Sunday's racing action. A good example of how it can go from that wet to an excellent track condition because man, look at it was like glass out there.
Grips
Puts me out of
up.
a job.
Huh?
Puts me out of a job.
Yeah.
Puts you out of a job?
Yeah, 'cause I'm out of water.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
you're really upset about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the track really shaped up there.
That was a good one. I like that one.
It's crazy if you don't have the music. The like where it slow mos and goes fast, this doesn't make
Yeah,
as
I was
much
gonna
sense.
say, can we play the audio? Oh, there was Chubby Schreffler. Holy cow!
He wasn't that.
Did you see that? Holy cow!
We like Scheffler and all songs.
Oh yeah.
It was really
We just talked about it tonight. Holy cow!
Oh, and I got a new podium backdrop.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. It really does.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, so that is on our YouTube channel. So I guess you guys want to see us again. So you can check that out over there. Oh, La Coca del Don. La Coquina del Don.
Cocina.
Okay, whatever.
Cocina means kitchen.
The Kitchen del Don.
Don's kitchen.
Don's Kitchen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You see that little button that says need help? Yes, I need help. I can't go up in my comments anymore.
Why not?
Okay, so there's our friends. Good evening to Scott Smith. Hi, P Word. Excited to have you here. There's John. Says great place to read. Oh, thank you so much. Taylor DeLoso. The recap video came out really good. Thank you. Jeff says I'll come into the shop tomorrow afternoon before entering the grounds for a briefing. Okay, that sounds wonderful. I'll be happy to help you.
For sure.
Steve says I was there. Turned out great. Yeah. And Jason Christopher, hell of a job getting the track ready last year. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's kind of what we do.
I like to complain about it if
No, he
no one
doesn't.
knows.
He doesn't like to complain about anything.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cody, do I like to complain?
Dominic is asking if we're going to have intermediate nitro buggy at the
You don't
opener.
gotta bring me this.
I'm trying to change the
No.
subject for you. You're welcome.
No, we
Okay.
are not.
Do you want to talk about the series points and our determinations that we had about a couple things, or?
Sort of, but not really. I still have some problems to work through. Like, so Dom's actually got a good question. No, we're not having intermediate nitro buggy at the opener, which, I mean, we probably should just have that throughout because that would actually alleviate the points issue.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is we don't have awards for that because it wasn't on the docket.
Sure.
So, changing that on the fly right now, I mean, it makes sense. It's a great fix all to a few things, but man, I don't.
Well, do we want to talk about the award for if you get bumped out of novice class that we talked about?
Well, yeah, novice is easy because it doesn't have a split. So if you run novice and you win 3 times, you're out. And then
so what we're going to do because of the season points, if you get bumped out of that class, then there'll be a special award for you at the points at the awards break.
Well, it depends because you could win depending on when you won your 3 races. Technically, you could win 3 this season and get bumped out, but still win the points championship for novice. You could. It's numerically possible for sure.
But they're still going to get an award for getting bumped out.
That's correct. But my point is, I understand that. But my point is, they could still very possibly win the points championship for novice.
Sure. But novice, we really want to keep that the way that it is. It is important to that class and what it is that is strictly novice. And if you're winning all the time, it is time for you to move out. So that's not going to be a class. You should not join novice because you want to be the season champion for novice class. Yeah. That's not the point of that class. And unfortunately, that's just not where we are with that. Stage Truck wants to know, are we doing yard sale tonight? I thought you had more stuff. We do have more stuff, but we did decide not to do yard sale tonight.
You guys are addicts. Wow.
there's so much going on. We just really didn't have the time to get it organized. And we really wanted to have the shop cleaned up so that we were ready for the weekend instead of having yard sale stuff.
Next month for Northeast Showdown, we will have yard sale auction. Holy crap. You'll love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hi to Dennis. Thank you for joining us.
I'll come
So,
yard sale. I'll come yard sale.
You'll come help yard sale? Or you'll come contribute to the yard sale? You just
So-
want a yard sale everything.
but what about
Yeah.
intermediate class and getting bumped out of intermediate class?
We decided that it's e-buggy basically. So if you start out in 2024 here in intermediate e-buggy, we're not going to kick you out for this season.
Yeah.
So
You can run it the duration of the 2024 season.
Yeah.
If you were winning all the time, then it will be time for you to move out for next year. But we will allow you to run that for a points championship throughout the 2024 season. Intermediate is welcome to stay in that class for the year.
yeah, our biggest problem is the nitro class because of Mugen Challenge having the intermediate nitro buggy. We got to figure out how to maybe we hand score the people that are in the points hunt for that somehow.
I think that's a great idea.
We're gonna figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Or we'll figure it out. No big deal. Okay. I had a question about start time, so I think I will jump you over. Oh no, I closed it down. Never mind.
Why did you do that?
Because it was also in the tab that had my had the YouTube video on it.
It's 8:21. It's time for the guest appearances to
Well, I feel
Do
like
something.
we've been good filling in with like just
The
background.
banter. The banter, keeping the people occupied, wondering who I'm talking to because I can't see you.
They know we're here.
Yeah.
The
In spirit.
They've seen me.
silent sign language thing that was impressive. I wish we could have had a little clip
I
of
don't
that.
even know what we were
I
talking about.
I didn't want to ask, to be honest with you.
So here's the flyer for the Flashpoint season opener. Our start times for Friday are listed. You can find this on our website. But practice is going to run from noon to 7 on Friday. Saturday sign up is going to be from 7 to 8 and inside the hobby shop. Latecomer practice is 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Drivers meeting is 8:30. I know that the flyer does say that racing will begin at 9 a.m., but you should plan on racing beginning directly after the drivers meeting at 8:30. So plan to attend the drivers meeting. If you are in the novice or in the 10 scale class, you should have your cars ready and with you at the drivers meeting for the start of the race directly following that event. We will be done racing on Saturday by 10 p.m. Sunday, we're going to start depending on our entries. So we will figure out a way to have a wonderful day of racing on Sunday and be done by 5 o'clock to be able to do our podiums on at 5 o'clock. I'm going to now mute the audio for 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to confer with my partner for a moment.
It's like the CEO called the janitor from the basement wanting to know what size broom they should get. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know this.
In the scenario.
So I wanted to let you guys know that we are actually going to be awarding all of our main winners, meaning A main, B main, C main, D main, E main, F main. All main winners will get an award. So make sure if you are a main winner that you hang out for the podium in order to get a picture and get your award. I know that's new, so just make sure that you hang out for the podium presentation.
I have participated in a double H main before in my life. So
how do you
let's
get
not-
double
How?
H?
Because there was that many entries. A through Z didn't cut it. They had to go double A, double B, double C. Yeah, I was in a double H main before in my life.
Wow.
It's very
Ooh.
embarrassing.
Okay, so I have a couple other questions. Braden says that his dad will be there to defend his fifth place plaque. That's wonderful. Tom says, first timers, me and Jesse Goodyear. Wonderful, Tom. We're excited to have you. Again, if you have any questions, please jump in the comments. We'd love to address it. If someone has a question, lots of other people do too, so we would love to help you. And we are here in the hobby shop throughout the weekend. If Kendall or myself cannot answer your question, we have a radio communication to everyone on the grounds, and we could get you help or the information that you're looking for. Braden says, I'm not a morning person. Well, you are this weekend. Scott says you are too funny. Thank you. I know I am. He had to have been talking to me. Tom, definitely bring your binocular eyes. Biggest track you've ever raced on. Taylor wants to know which one's the CEO. Hi to Greg Harmer. Thank you for joining us. Braden says, Tom, first time I ever raced LCRC, one of my cars had range issues. Yeah, you can't use an indoor receiver.
Yeah,
here.
and antennaless receivers here for 8 scale, not recommended. Not saying it's not possible, but definitely not recommended.
Stephen Saychuk is talking more about the post-race, the post-hump day, what do they call that? The wrap-up show. They're going to do about the wrap-up show. Oh. He wants to know if they can get the lights on the track to do the broadcast from the center track. Nobody. Do you have any idea how expensive it is to run the lights for that track? We're not turning them on any more than we have to. Says the budget lady.
I just saved it all with all the new lights on.
Yeah. Well,
are they installed?
Yeah.
In the pits, not on the track.
We could probably use those to light the track.
Well, if we had a trailer to haul the lift here, I could put up some new lights.
There's Kevin Swint. I wish KJ and I could have made it this weekend. Our Army always wants to foil the best of plans. We will miss you, Kevin, but we look forward to seeing you very soon. Yeah, there's sure. Jason. And they're just talking. Okay. It was a good question, Stephen. Thank you for asking. I would be happy to shine a flashlight at you if you would like. Braden says, I'm off this month. I'm going to Monster Jam with Darius.
Oh, wow.
Fun. Okay, cool. So what did we not cover for the season opener that is important information?
I just have a question.
Oh, yes. Hunter has a question.
Yes.
Do we talk about the structure and how the pictures of the dream and the prelude and all that came into fruition? And how many times that you went and redid the logo?
I should go get my folder.
Because there was a lot of thought that went into these logos.
I gotta go get my folder if we're gonna talk about that. I'll be right back.
It was very impressive.
Yes. So, Hunty, would you like to come over and show that? Because you were showing me, but I already know.
You know what it
She's
looks
talking about the prelude and the dream logos.
These, just this part.
Or
is it this too?
I'm well aware. Okay.
Is it this too?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
everything.
Both of them, actually.
The whole thing.
So, you don't have to leave.
Oh, no.
Am I?
Oh, no. I will be more than happy to relinquish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in it now. Cool. Hi, guys. I'm here. And so
Hi.
Kevin.
So this is my friend Hunter, my colleague tonight, because she is talking about my promotion, and let's just go for that. I actually, this week,
it's really good.
I went to lunch with my husband and ran into his aunt there. And do you know what she said? She was telling somebody else about me, and she said that I was a marketing genius.
Oh, yeah.
A marketing genius.
Not wrong.
So here's a really, that's a good one.
These look sad.
So Hunter was asking about, have I ever talked about how a logo comes to fruition? So this is where we ended up with the Dream Race logo, but it came a long way. So have you guys ever seen the Dream logo from Eldora? Is it Eldora?
Eldora?
I'm very into it.
It's the Spanish today. It's just
Eldora's in Ohio. It's not Spanish. Anyway, it is a logo. It looks like Dora the Explorer. It looks like Ohio. The logo does.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And it's black and yellow. And then it says the dream. Yeah, look it up. It's not easy to find actually because they haven't had the race.
Oh.
Look for it. The Dream Eldora. Anyway, so I was using that as inspiration. And so that brought me to these logos here. So I was going for a Pennsylvania Keystone and a way to incorporate LCRC into it. So it went all those places. And then it was funny, when it started out, it was just blue in the background. And then I came up with a little red. And then it just keeps going over and over. Anyway, it's funny because I will finish a flyer and a logo, and I will say, "Oh yeah, perfect, thank you."
A rough. Oh wait,
So that's where we started.
there.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, I'll put my head out of it.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So anyway, kind of interesting. It does take me a lot of time, and then every time I think that it's done, I have to go back to it, and then it completely changes.
Yeah.
He would get frustrated with me because I'm like, I need a week to do the flyers this year. Also, why we do the same flyers over and over.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of the dream and the prelude to the dream, which here's the logo for the prelude to the dream. Is it focusing? No. There we go.
It's on your face.
Oh, it's so
There you
That's
go.
one of my favorites.
The prelude to the dream registration is open, and we did just make an announcement that we were adding a U15 class to that. So if you are under 15 years old, it will only be $20 to race that event, and we are adding that to that very exciting announcement. So hope to see you at the prelude to the dream. That's going to be fun marketing for me between the season opener and the prelude to the dream, because it is literally my goal to show if the guys can pull it off or not. Because they have such a limited amount of time between the prelude to the dream, or from the season opener to the prelude of the dream. It's going to be very interesting.
Is that the line in the sand?
We got it.
Mm-hmm.
We got enough.
Am I supposed to cross it, or who crosses the line?
Whoever thinks we can't do it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to jump. We have comments. She said CEO. She said no lights. Yeah, that's true. Our race is being broadcast online again, like they did for the Halloween. Yes, Garen. 46RC is a wonderful broadcast organization run by Toby Hampson, and he will be here all weekend long with the amazing coverage, and we are so grateful. Make sure you go and like and follow 46RC both on YouTube and on Facebook, and you will be notified when he goes live with our coverage. We'll also try to share. Will you need transponder numbers? Yes, wonderful question, Tom. Please bring your transponder numbers when you sign up. Sign up is inside the hobby shop, so you'll come in the doors behind me and you will sign up on the side towards the windows in the front. There'll be a computer there. We'll be here all day to do your sign up, but please bring your transponder numbers, especially if you're a first timer, so that we can be sure to have them in the system. That is our best way to make sure that you are scored right off the bat. Depending on our turnout, things on Saturday morning can be very, very busy, and we might not have time to update transponder numbers if they're not correct ahead of time. So that way we can just be double check to be sure. Tried to make that all one word.
Yeah. Be responsible. That's all.
Hello to Garrett Williamson.
Yeah.
Excited. Jason. Hey, everybody be nice in the comments.
There's a little feud going on.
I'll tell you what. Okay.
There's a little feud going on.
This is true.
Oh, some
Your
nicer
glasses look
That's so
great.
cute.
Oh, thank you. How about an all-female class? No.
We do that at
I
the end.
feel like the one time that we did do that,
We are
I
going
was
to have,
sabotaged.
but we are having Powder Puff again following this race.
Can I not
There's-
have Kevin check my car?
Yeah,
Because the last time he
definitely
loosened
sabotaged.
the
It was
wheel-
Alex.
loosened my wheels.
It was Alex. It was not me. Alex put the tires on the car.
He didn't put them on
He
then.
put them on. He didn't tighten them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a failure.
And finger
I'm
tightening
sorry.
does not count as tightening.
So there
'cause
is
they
going
still
to-
fall off.
But it's important that everyone
Oh, yeah.
knows there's going to be a 2-lap Powder Puff race
Oh,
following the final race, or it's actually following podium. So we're going to do the podium presentation, and
Yeah,
then
not just one, too.
hey, excuse me, gentlemen, we're on a live broadcast here. You can't just like talk at full volume right there next to us.
Listen, the best deal with distractions.
I don't. What was I saying? Oh, it's a
There were-
2-lap Powder Puff race.
Yes.
Are you gonna do it?
Probably, but
Okay.
I will definitely be last again. It's
I'll put your wheels on.
Well, not even that. It's just driving the car itself. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, yeah, you drive toy cars. It's so easy. No, it's not. That's such a lie. It's very difficult, especially when the remote is upright and you have to go forward and backwards to turn left and right. So I usually turn it sideways so I know which way's left and right.
It takes time.
Yeah.
So,
but some of the moms are really good at it.
Yeah, they are. They're very talented.
Very impressed.
So I think Tom is saying really to the no female class. And so I have to explain who I am and why I'm allowed to say that, which is I come from an ATV motocross background. And when I raced at local events, I always raced against the guys. And that is how I was able to gain speed. I grew in my racing, and then I went to race in a women's class nationally. And I appreciate what women's class did for us, but it actually kept me from progressing in my racing. I think women should just get out there and race with the gentlemen. There's no reason that we need to have a special class for the women in this. And in order to produce the most growth for the women racers in this hobby, they should be out there battling with everyone else. So, and I'm allowed to say that as a female racer.
Yeah. I feel like if it was a competition between picking things up or driving, I know there's the whole stereotype of women can't drive, but
it's not true in this. Yeah.
That's funny. My wife tells me I can't drive. So
you just don't drive fast.
Well, and also in ATV racing,
that's the difference.
Wow.
He drives so slow. Oh my gosh! I almost yelled at him the other day. We were going down through the speed limit. It's 35.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it was 20. He was doing 20 miles an hour. I have like
my precious cargo. What do you want from me?
In a construction zone?
Okay. So back to the female racing just for a second. Also, in ATV racing, there was a difference between males and females as far as our upper body strength, lower body strength. There are some things that happen to you physically when you're a woman versus a man. Right. In RC racing, there is no limitation that keep you from being an equal party. So there's no reason to have that be separate. So again, but thank you. Thank you for saying, yes, women can absolutely kill it in this hobby. I, with a daughter who, I'm not only just, raising as to be a strong woman and all those things, but also raising in a hobby shop where she is learning to be a strong woman in a male dominated hobby. I hope that she takes it by the bull by the horns and runs with it, because she would have every opportunity to be just as good as anyone. There's no limitations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. What else? What other questions do we have? What are you excited for the weekend?
The food.
The food, yeah.
I want that pizza.
Yeah, I know.
And I think we were sign languaging about cornhole. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, talk to me about cornhole. Are you guys in?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, fine.
Well, I looked at him and I was like,
oh, you were throwing the cornhole.
We were throwing the cornhole, and he goes, yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely pointing. I was like, dude, what are you pointing at?
Playing cornhole.
So it's also important to note we are not having our Nitro late model exhibition race at this race. Sometimes we do the oval racing with the Nitro cars. That's not going to be at the opener just because it's a little too chilly for that. But most races moving forward, we will have the exhibition class. So if you have a Nitro late model, make sure in the future you're bringing them along. Okay, we have a funny story about a woman, so we'll see how this goes. First time I let my mom drive my e-Revo at Hobby Hut 7 years ago, it took her 5 minutes to do one lap on 30-second layout. Yeah. She was wrecked on every jump. Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
That's what I did. I feel that.
Shane says, my daughter Maddie is stepping into an 8-scale e-truggy. I'm very excited for her. I think she's going to be wonderful. I can't wait for Gavin to have to watch out for Maddie. Greg says, what time do you plan to start practice on Friday? Hey, Greg, so a little bit ago we talked about it, but Friday we are planning, or the advertised start time is noon. If everything goes according to plan, we should be starting around 9 or 10. So plan on being here a little early. If anything gets in the way, obviously we reserve the right to not start till noon. We often will advertise the start time just a little bit off because we want to make sure that we have enough time to do it properly. Yes, all the women kick butt at pro, and Jason says that drag racing has proven women have better reaction times. Women are better at lots of things.
And we are great at multitasking as well.
It's true. Very true. Oh, there's Russell, the traveling man. He says, hello from Beachline Raceway, standing here with Chavez. Amazing. Controlled practice. Yes. Shane says we're going to have 350 entries coming your way this weekend. Okay. Are we taking the over-under on that? And Braden says she gained a whole new level of respect for my dad's struggle to drive an RC car somewhat consistently. Yeah, I've had the same conversation lots of times. Again, I go back to my ATV racing days. This one time I was racing and my dad was giving me a hard time. He's like, "Why are you not shifting? Like, you have so much more speed." And I'm like, "Dad, I'm telling you, something between second and third gear is just not working." And he's like, "Christa, you know it's not working. You're being lazy. Like, shift, you know." And I was like, "Dad, I'm kind of telling you, whatever." Well, we got home and he went and took the four-wheeler for a ride, and the transmission was definitely jacked up, and it would not always shift between second and third gear. So, needless to say, you can have someone wrench on your stuff and whatever, but if they haven't tried to drive it and they're telling you how to drive it, driving it will change the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take the word for it.
Yeah, that's right. So, Kevin, do you want to talk about controlled practice? Because I don't necessarily totally know the plan for...
You're in.
I'm in.
Cody, you want in? You can talk control practice. Do you want mine?
So, control practice. That is like a loaded
Now let's
term.
just say it over here. Talk
Yeah, because it's not very
and
controlled.
see if they're not distracted.
Well, I mean, what does control practice mean? Is that you just stand in line and somebody says 13 on, 13 off, or is that by heats, or is it?
Well,
it has a lot of different
It depends on where you go. If you're here, it's 13 on, 13 off.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. But I know quite a few people that don't listen to that rule.
Yeah. So,
you know who you are.
Wow. Calling them out.
Yep.
Hammer down.
I drive less on this track, and it's 6 minutes away from me than some people do in a single hour.
Yeah, roger that.
Yeah.
What was
Hey, we like our people.
Well, no, I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying they could do better. They could be better.
What?
That's Cody's personality. If you're not first, you're last. So
it's not,
take that with a grain of salt.
No, it's called being a good person.
Okay, well.
Anyway.
Moving on.
So we were in the back a while ago.
Caught me at a bad time.
And what Zach? Oh yeah, you got me. Anyway. So.
Do you need us to take back over?
Wow. Maybe. I don't know. I lost track. I had a good Zach story.
Yeah, Zach
and
shows up.
Anyway.
Runs.
Yeah. Nope. We're going back to control practice.
Yep.
So the control practice situation, yes, of course. When the line gets long, meaning before we start control practice, when the guys that are on the track all of a sudden are there, and there's people standing in the back of the driver's stand waiting for a spot at the rail. We'll start control practice, which then will be, 5 or 6 minute runs. We'll go, all right, 13 on, 13 off, that type of thing. A race like this, we really won't go for any crazy control practice stuff like by class or by heat or anything like that.
That's too difficult because a lot of guys can't get off work to
make the
time.
Times. Yeah. So
like me.
The bigger races later in the year, listen, we're still working on the program as to like what works the best and how we can get everybody an equal amount of time, and you not have to stand in line forever, and make sure that you feel like you're getting your due. Anyway,
well, it gets hard even by class because some of the classes are so big.
That's
it doesn't
correct.
Equate to
Yes. I am like a CEO in training right now. I'm trying to read comments. I don't know where she stopped at.
Go down.
Go.
No one's talking to you.
The J Concepts one was new.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
Did you talk about J Concepts tires earlier? Sorry, I missed the first 15 minutes.
No.
Which tires to run?
No, we did not talk about J Concepts tires, but I will be more than happy to talk about them right now. So, as you guys know, I preach about you got to buy the tires when they're in stock. And all winter, we had green reflexes in stock. And lo and behold, 10 days before the season opener, actually I lied. It was like 5 days before the season opener. Guess what? Sold out of green reflex. Sold out of blacks. I still had some blues, but anyway, Allison and the gang down at J Concepts were gracious enough to get us a very small supply of green reflex, which we checked into stock just yesterday, but we've actually unclicked that they were not able to be sold online, so they're in-store only. Very limited quantities in green reflex for buggy. Truck, we had a few more. Those are available online, but going fast. Long story short, if you want to get tires, you better get them early.
Well,
Don't wait.
Green relapses aren't a bad choice if you're looking for truck tires either.
Yeah.
Especially this weekend, it'll seal over and be nice and damp, and they should be pretty.
And we actually just got a decent shipment of those as well.
You're not missing much if you can't get a reflex, but you have to use a relapse. So.
Yeah.
And we still have dirt bites and A2s.
Yeah, we have dirt bites and A2s. We have not gotten dirt bites in green or blue, but we're doing the best we can. So.
Yeah, Jason was saying that the B&B practice was good, but Greg is saying it was different for those who were not pros.
Yep. I get that.
Yep.
I get that. So, anyway, I hope that answers your questions about the control practice deal. A couple other things I want to talk about. Back in stock, finally.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute, really. At least it doesn't have a pink top anymore.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's neutral.
It is the... I don't know why they call it touchless, but really you do touch it. But I guess because you have your rag on the top.
I was thinking like plunger.
Yeah, no, I think it's actually described as a touchless.
Can you please tell them what it is?
It's a pump with denatured alcohol in it.
Yeah. It's the clean your tires before you glue them jug. It's not water. Denatured alcohol. Thank you very much. Anyway, 150 milliliter jug. Denatured alcohol. $9.99. Available now at LCRC.com.
Perfect. Clean your tires.
And in store.
LCRCRaceway.com. And in store. Yes.
Clear your glasses. If you have dirt all over your glasses, clean them off.
You can. It works great, actually. It takes Sharpie off of plastic. It does lots of stuff.
Yeah, clean stuff.
Let's talk about Uncle Harry's food and when you should plan on him being here throughout the weekend.
Okay. So, vending, as far as on-site food vendors, we're going to have Harry here serving up burgers and steak sandwiches from, I'm going to say Friday, probably about lunchtime. He will be here Saturday for breakfast through 5. He'll be back again Sunday for breakfast and probably here till 3 or 4. So if you're looking for Uncle Harry, of course, the CEO is about to come back into play.
Well, I was just going to also mention that the golf course is now back open for food. It is now operated by a company called Wingman. They have excellent wings there. I don't know their hours off the top of my head, but I know that they do have a bar and excellent food there, so that would be a great option for food through the weekend as well.
Saturdays noon to 9. Sundays are 4 to 9. Fridays are something to like 9.
Yeah.
Like 10, maybe?
Yeah,
I think it's always like 9.
Moral of the story about the golf course restaurant. If you have any questions, please come in the store, ask the girls. We'll be happy to try and get you the most updated information as far as their hours.
Danny just asked if the Gridiron does do takeout or delivery. They do have takeout, but not delivery. So Gridiron Pizza, and Danielle and the crew were all there, and it's delicious food there. The only option you're going to have for delivery is the Fox's Pizza in Midland Town.
Yeah.
You can walk there from the track to get the golf course for food. I always get steak salad.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the steak
Yeah.
salad's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And Dean's store, which is right up the road, their Dean's Special sandwich.
Yes,
So
Dean's
good.
special
Dean's
is
Special is
delicious.
Dean's
good.
Special is
They
so
also
good.
have a handful.
Christa
of
had one for
things.
lunch today.
Yes, I do.
You have to get it with a pepper relish, though, if you like spice. I love spicy things.
Mhm.
With a pepper relish, it just
Mayo,
puts it-
pepper relish.
With a county population, and yes, I said county. County population of 23,000. No, Uber Eats
Unfortunately not.
is not here.
No.
You gotta
I'm
go
sorry to
20
say.
miles up the road to get DoorDash. Lewistown has DoorDash.
Is
Jason-
that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jason, hotel close by. Our closest hotel is Econo Lodge, and the prices are not cheap.
And
And
there's construction
right
on
through it,
that road.
it's
Yeah.
not the best. If I were looking for a hotel right now, considering that construction, I'd be headed towards Salem's Grove. Seriously,
And
there's some nice hotels
I mean,
down
I
in Salem's Grove.
get it, but
And the Airbnbs are
the
better
times that you'll be
prices.
going to the hotel, I don't think
Yeah.
the construction will be an
I
issue.
agree.
Okay,
Mm.
fair enough.
Midday though, yeah, you're out of luck.
Oh, okay. Taylor's even from a more rural area.
Yeah.
It was actually my favorite part of going to New York City was being able to order whatever food we wanted to the room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I felt like a queen. I was like, they'll just bring me anything. I want sushi and they just deliver it in 3 minutes. It's ridiculous.
You only felt like a queen in New York City.
Yes.
Food delivery makes you feel very special.
It does. I feel like I could have got them to
Not doing
deliver
my
anything.
job.
Right.
Like
Or
anything
suck
I
at my
wanted. I
job.
feel like
Oh,
if
you
I had the
deliver-
right app,
you
they would
deliver
have brought
food
it
a
to
lot.
me.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Daily.
Food.
Multiple
Groceries.
times.
It's not putting it in perspective.
I guess. Anyway, so back to
yes,
products.
Traffic's going to be horrible on Friday. Just FYI, if you're coming
Oh.
from Harrisburg area because of the Olympic wrestling trials.
Ooh, in State College.
Yeah.
Hey, I know we have the
Wow.
cancellation on the camper. Has that been
Yes.
reserved?
No.
So we do have one camper available.
Yes, last minute LCRC camper rental came available as of about 3:00 this afternoon. If anybody's looking for a last minute on-site place to stay, contact Christa at CHRISTA at LCRCRaceway.com.
So yeah, Shane just said the bread of life in McAllisterville is banging good. Only 5 minutes down the road.
Mhm.
That is so true. I particularly like the breakfast there, the baked oatmeal,
Me
the
and Zach-
sausage gravy
Yeah,
over
me and Zach
biscuits.
go to breakfast every Saturday morning on race weekends.
Yeah, so if you want to crash the Zach and Cody show, you can show up there
Don't show up.
and just sit with them. They'd be happy to have you.
I'm less of a morning person.
Yes,
than a
Tom, we have
regular day.
we have a couple campers that we rent. Unfortunately, they're mostly always booked. But we had a last minute cancellation, so we do have one available for this weekend. No cough. Well, hey, we do bend the rules for people that are big enough to beat me up.
You have to take the little thing and drag it up.
I don't think you would do that.
Just give it to me. It won't work on the glass.
What?
Nothing. No, they didn't hear that. I don't have the mic.
Oh yeah, man,
Where'd
2
it
minutes
go?
for you. Right there.
There was one above it about.
You're
someone
driving me
delivering
nuts. Hand me
Here.
that mouse.
Wow. Thanks for taking the focus off of me. I like that part. It's good. It's good.
It's no wonder those things aren't working very good.
something. Oh,
Danielle, I guess maybe we need a couple more Hump Day cups. Never know.
Hey, we have more, honey.
I think.
Not Hump Day cups.
No, I don't have a Hump Day cup.
Mine glows in the dark.
LCRC caps.
When we get done with this and we finally go upstairs, half
Yeah.
the time she turns the light out on me before I get to the top of the
Try
steps,
to
and
use the glow for
it
your-
works. It does.
My
It's
Crocs
awesome.
do that.
Your Crocs, dude.
Yeah. I got grandma.
So,
grandma
Rod,
vegetables.
There's construction through that area down by the Econo Lodge. It's currently only active really during the week through the day,
Yeah.
but there is construction down through there. You should, prepare yourself.
Yeah, I've had to sit there trying to get through the red light at Sheets for 6-8 minutes at a clip.
Well,
It's,
they might
it's
not
not
be-
like
are they
gridlock.
working on the weekends though?
No.
No,
so
they
it's,
did.
It's maybe Friday you might have to deal with it.
Yeah, the only downside, like, they don't work the weekend, but they do work later in the day.
Yeah.
Because I went to gymnastics is at 5.
Yep.
So I was there at like
yeah.
4:45 and got stuck for 6-8 minutes in traffic at 4:45 on a
I keep
Wednesday.
forgetting because before it was pretty bad there for a little while. There was like a few days on end that you would get stuck in like massive traffic for a long time. But they've done the most of that work where that was when they were ripping everything out and repaving and whatever. And most of that's done.
I think now it's just the making it look pretty on the sides again and putting in a new guardrail. Mm-hmm. That's basically it. And maybe a light or two. I don't know.
Oh, cool. Okay, so Steve Saychuk just said that Dennis has a drive-around video tour of the facility. So if you're interested in knowing what that looks like, head over to Dennis Brew's Facebook page, and they are going to be going live here in just a few short minutes. They're going to do a live show, which is the Hump Day wrap-up and kind of the preview of the season opener. So I know those guys are really excited. Dennis has been rolling around in his new golf cart. He is, did you see it? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's like ridiculously fancy. But he's here. His brother's along. His brother's going to race for the first time, and he hasn't driven an RC car since there was like cords attached.
Yeah, that was the claim to fame. Yeah, anxious to see that. Definitely good group back there. We're looking forward to unwinding and watching the chaos unfold on someone else's channel. But
so cool. Yeah, we appreciate everyone who's coming out. If you have questions, just remember that you can always reach us by phone. Please know that if you try to send us Facebook messages during the race weekend, there is definitely a delay. There's a delay on a normal weekend, let alone a race weekend. If you're looking to contact us, a great way to do it is right on the bottom of our website. There's a little chat button that only gets delivered to Kevin and I's cell phones. So that's kind of the best way to try to catch up with us. Still no, we're in the middle of a crazy race weekend. We'll do the best that we can to communicate with you, but we are limited on our staff, and we just only can do as much as we can.
Well, they can message me.
They could message Cody, and I would not suggest that. He will not be.
At least I know where your whereabouts are. I can just go ask you.
You were being serious. I thought you were like, tell him to message me. I'll tell him where to go.
No. I think he meant, if you can't find you guys, find me and I'll find them.
Okay, Cody can help. Yeah. Cody will help. Anyway.
Don't ask me. I know nothing.
He knows where I am most of the time.
Yeah. If I don't, I just call.
If you don't know what to do, come into the hobby shop. We will be happy to find the people that you need to. As long as we're open and beyond that, then look up Kevin or Cody. Or my dad is a wonderful helper, and he's always very kind. Or any of the other Turn 2 guys. If you see somebody with an LCRC shirt, they're probably friendly. Only friendly people like us.
Speaking of your dad, where'd he disappeared?
He's probably back in his camera watching Hump Day Happy Hour, like every good.
I feel like he needs to be a special guest at some point.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. He would be a horrible interview, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob. I was just trying to get you.
No, he's super kind and friendly, but I don't think he would.
Hey, Bob's out on the track right now, getting the lights on, getting ready for their.
He probably is. He's turned on the live. He's actually going to go live with Dennis.
Yeah.
If I turn that on and my dad's on there, I'm just going to crap.
Well, now you guys know. If you want to show him up, you gotta go get Bob.
Get Bob on the live
show. My dad just jumped up and is running out.
Going to hang out with Dennis and Steve.
Oh my gosh! Yes, my dad works his butt off all weekend long. He's super helpful. The best thing about my dad is that, and despite all the stress and everything going on, he just remains extremely kind and just a huge help. And we're just very, very grateful for him to be so nice to us. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay,
we're done.
We're out.
We will see you guys tomorrow. It's time for the Flashpoint season opener. Special thanks to Flashpoint, Adam Drake, Chris Moore, everybody over there, Tim Long. Appreciate their support.
You didn't thank the old guy?
Of course I did. Wow. He's my favorite.
See you, old man.
Can't turn it off.
August is coming.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll see you over at Dennis Brew on Dennis Brew's Facebook page.